let's talk a little bit about vestibular stuff. I know there's many of you in the community who deal with chronic dizziness, feeling that floating feeling, that vertigo-like feeling, all of those vestibular stuff. So I wanted to share some of the things that I did that helped me. I dealt with vestibular issues for 8 years. I was diagnosed with Meniere's disease. I was diagnosed with PPD. I was diagnosed with vestibular migraine, BPV, all the stuff. So I know walking is really hard, and I invite you to do it in any way that you can. Meaning, if you need a cane, a walking stick, if you need to hold on to something or someone, that's okay too. So I'm going to show you one thing that can be really helpful to connect to safety as you're walking. I want you to just pay attention to how it feels to have your feet come into contact with the ground. It may be helpful to even just press into the ground, like press hard, to notice that sense of resistance, how firm it is, how solid it feels, how hard it is. This is sending a message to the brain that there's a sense of stability and support beneath you. So that's that first step. Next, it's very helpful to get into the sensation of noticing how it feels to walk. And so what that might look like is just being mindful of how your foot comes into contact with the floor, how your heel hits the floor first or the ground first. So heel, foot, toe, heel, foot, toe, heel, foot, toe. Noticing how it feels for your toes even to touch the ground. You may also notice textures of your shoes or your socks. Just noticing how that feels. And finally, as you're doing this, it can be helpful to listen to music. I have really calming playlists that I use, that I actually used for most of my visualizations, that are really calming and relaxing. And they just help send that extra message of support and safety to my nervous system. But some of the other things that you can do, just speak to yourself and say, here, now. Here, now. I am supported. I am stable. I am grounded. I'm held. I'm stable. I'm supported. I'm grounded. And I'm held. How does that feel? Just notice how that feels in your mind-body system. Remember, the experience that you're having, the sensation, the symptom, whatever it might be, it came out of protection. It came out of survival. It served a purpose. We don't need it anymore. And so we're gently trying to build safety with the activities that we once feared again. We're trying to remember that we are capable, that we are safe, that we are supported and held and grounded, and that we're here. So this was just one of the practices that I really found helpful for myself and for my clients with vestibular issues or challenges, whatever you want to call them. Let me know if this helped at all, and if you do end up trying it, let me know how it felt for you. Now, I will add that any forward movement is helpful here, forward movement. So even if it's just moving from, your one room to the next, or from, one part of your driveway to the next, or one side of your backyard to the next, having that forward movement can help us feel like we have some control. So So with vestibular stuff, it can feel like we are completely overwhelmed and out of control. And so we want to help the brain recognize that we're here, that it's safe to be here, that we're making a choice to move forward, that we have agency, that we have some sense of control. And not in a bad way, I'm meaning control of our choices. I'm choosing to move forward. I'm choosing to place my feet on the ground. I'm choosing to take steps forward. I'm choosing to feel how the ground supports me. I'm choosing to keep going. I'm choosing to show up. I hope that helped.